Welcome, everyone, to Mind of an Athlete, where we take a look at what NBA players say, what analysts say, what these journalists say, and we try to determine what they really mean. Because we have heard a lot of things in the news and a lot of things by players that just sometimes make no sense. And today is no exception to that. Today, we're going to take a look at what Jason Williams said earlier today about LeBron James and the MVP conversation. Take a look.
Look, LeBron James should have 6 MVP awards, damn it. 6. Like, he should surpass Michael Jordan. 2018, I felt like he got robbed from James Harden. I also felt like he got robbed last year with Giannis. And I think this year, the numbers are speaking for themselves, right? Like, now, because of last night, Utah and I think the Lakers are at the top of the overall standings in the NBA. But I would say just with the way LeBron James is playing, career high in three-point shooting percentage at 41%. He's shooting 50% from the floor. He has a career low in minutes that he's being played, averaging 25 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game, 7 assists per game. But it's all the ancillary things he does for his team. And last night, watching them play, they were down double digits within 2.5 minutes left to go in the game, and they just find a way to turn it on.
So we can tell by what JWill just said that he obviously passionately loves LeBron James. But let's actually look at what's going on here. So let's take a look at LeBron James' yearly average this year. So this year he's averaging 25.6 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, and 7.3 assists, all 50% field goal shooting. Now let's look at Joel Embiid and see what he's looking like right now. 27.7 points per game, 11.1 rebounds, 2.8 assists off 54.6 field goal percentage. And just for good measure, let's take a look at Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is averaging 30.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists off 51.7% field goal percentage. So, what inside of these three stats says that LeBron James is the clear-cut MVP, and why is there being an MVP discussion before All-Star break? This is clearly a media narrative, and the issue with all of this is JWill is supposed to be a basketball analyst. So he's supposed to analyze the facts, analyze the games, and give us some clear insight. But what's happening is he's not actually an analyst. He is a fan, just like you and me. And he's a fan that loves LeBron James more than anything, so much so that he will make ridiculous arguments like LeBron should have been awarded MVP over James Harden when James Harden had a historic season, which is why he was the MVP that year, and their record was 65 wins? And why he was robbed by Giannis, who had historic numbers in his MVP season. And we all know this about LeBron. LeBron does not care about the regular season. LeBron cares about the playoffs. He cares about championships. We know that LeBron coasts through a season, and the MVP is a regular season award. So why are we trying to award him with an MVP and he doesn't even try his hardest during the regular season? It makes no sense. But LeBron is the media's cash cow, so they're going to do everything they can to lift him up. And I think there needs to be some financial records broken out here. I want to know, some of these analysts, who are they being paid by? Are they really being paid by ESPN, or are they being paid by Clutch Sports? Is ESPN being paid by Clutch Sports? Like, something is going on here to where we as normal fans of the game cannot get an ounce of truth in this world anymore. This is why we're seeing the rise of these player-led podcasts that are having really good success, such as All the Smoke and JJ Redick's podcast, the Pat McAfee Show. These shows where these athletes are talking to one another and interviewing other athletes about what they think and what they feel, and we're able to get a whole new level of insight into their minds, into like what do they like, what do they dislike, what do they think about the game, how do we understand the game through their eyes. Like, those are the things that we are interested in hearing about, but the media is just interested in spinning a narrative or telling a story, and that is no longer interesting. So we're seeing the rise of these podcasts now, and they're actually putting these media analysts and these journalists out of business. And I'm really grateful for this because I think society is moving towards more authenticity and transparency. And these player led podcasts are only helping in that cause. So that's all I have for today for you guys. I hope you liked it. We're going to be doing this on a regular basis now because there is so much foolishness being put out there. So stay tuned.